And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
This time it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got it.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Absolute shame. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Duke's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But
he's getting ahead of steam. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Blue Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Ford. Finds a little space. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Here's the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive here for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll do it himself. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The Blue Devils need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeps it on the draw. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Ford. On the run, fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finding an escape route. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's DeLuca. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. That's reeled in, it's Freeman. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he found a space on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to go. On fourth down, and remember from this spot, they can get her. Makes the grab past the marker. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Catch in the middle, it's Keller. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This feels like 4 down territory, third and short from the 40. Quickly out to the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. That's caught. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Ford. Got his man on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Pokes team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Now on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's DeLuca. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Bland. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's King. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Oh, Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They want to run this quarterback.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Flips it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Ford. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Back to throw, it's Ford. Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time they'll go to the running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. He's loose. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Stockton. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They'll go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record. I think guys, like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punted.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Quarterback on the keeper. Wide open spaces. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Duke! And that one will give them the lead.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Back to pass, it's Ford. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Quick strike complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's King. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play. Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of...
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Blue Devils backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On his way from around the 50. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Keller. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. Snags it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Ford. Swings it out to his running back.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Hamilton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Going up top again. Gets it out quickly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Blue Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. They send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he's wrestled to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down, and shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Bland. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense grabs the football in there. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. 1st down and more. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning on the Jets. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Quarterback running on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes a grab over the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant route real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you, so I got to pass, I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this 1st down, so you got to be thinking about...
Converts on 4th down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Got it! He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Ford. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go back to the air on second down. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. These corners going to give these receivers some space. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Using the quick game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Tate.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll try to... It's a seam wide open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Walters. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Offense scoops it up and still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for room, it's Walters. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Snagged in the middle. It's Freeman. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback...
There he goes. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, they're after him. The sure hands. It's King. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
The end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They bring the punter onto the field now.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The inside handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all.
He's got it inside the 15. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Motion from the back. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of...
Oh, a lot of space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to power their way ahead. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be the defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bland. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Showing off the arm. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cole. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Rainey. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw it. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
We're trying to throw the out route. That time, though, the QB threw it a little bit too far to the outside, and it falls incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's caught. It's Barnes. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's DeLuca. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Oh, he makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it when the first down is at 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Ready. Kill.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job of delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He's got him.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Under fire. Into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. looking to fire. They'll run the screen. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get line.
There he goes.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. They kick it away on fourth down. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Going to sling it on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the catch. It's Bland. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness.
Throws toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for space. It's raining. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chain. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, they're trailing by a lot of points right now, and the problem is there's usually only one way to get back into it, and that means throwing the ball, and the defense knows it. And that's why they're pinning their ears back. They're dialing up blitzes. Guys are just rushing upfield, and they're finding it easier to get to the quarterback. They've got a few sacks already in this game. It's going to be even easier at this point because this offense has just dug themselves into such a big hole.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Bland. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Look out, he's got room. Lots of running room. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The run from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Worley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off play action. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Worley. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Gain of 9. First down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Polk. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line, but will they go for it on fourth down? This offense doing business in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires into the end zone. And it'll be a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Now on first down from the 30. From the gun, the ground game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. And into the end zone. And they're in for a touchdown. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give on the inside. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. To the air on second down. Looking for a big play. Makes a grab deep. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Wants to throw again. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. QB draw. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Let's go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Tate. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. looking to fire. He's going up top here late in the game. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd down, going up top. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.